So it's been quite a while since I've made a video. Been busy. Making videos takes a little bit of time, which I enjoy doing. But right now I'm walking down to a garlic patch, and we're going to harvest some garlic today. Hopefully we have a good haul. Never know. I pulled one the other day, and it actually looked really good. We'll see how it all looks here shortly. Everything's growing really good. I should do a garden update. Maybe I'll do that later. Maybe I'll do a garden update tomorrow after we get home from the farmer's market. We'll see. So this is our garlic patch. We have 5 rows. 5 rows. I don't know why I was thinking we had more. 5 rows in this bed and 5 rows in this bed. This bed here is 75 feet long. This bed here is not quite that. I ran out of garlic, but we're going to harvest. Most of this garlic is from seed that we saved, and we have some stray potatoes in this bed, and they're actually going to flower. So that's what we had in this bed last year. It's potatoes. Our potatoes this year is down here. They're looking really good. I can't remember exactly what kind these are. I have to look back at my records and see. But anyways, that's not what we're here for. We're here for garlic. And garlic, as you know, this is definitely ready to harvest. The tops are all dying back. The bottom is gone all the way. The next one is almost all dead. So it's time to pull. Normally our ground is soft enough that I can just pull it. I can't say it is this time. I did till this last fall. I normally don't, and when you till, it does make your soil more compact. It's not quite as loose, so I may have to get a pitchfork to dig these out. Hopefully not, but we'll see. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to. That right there is the first one. Not the best garlic I've ever grown, but not too bad. We'll see what it all looks like. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just starting to get a little bit past its prime. The paper is starting to tear on it. So we'll see. I think some of them are probably past their prime. I noticed the other day I thought I should pull these now, but I never did. A nice one there too. Oh yeah, these are nice garlics. When I planted these, I normally plant my garlic in early November, sometimes late October. All depends. All depends on when we get a frost. I like to do it after we get a couple frosts. I don't like doing it before that. And I plant them, and then when I plant them, I mulch them. Usually in straw, like dig it out of the, put straw in the chicken yard and mulch it in the straw, or grass clippings, whatever I have. Then in the spring, I'll let the leaves set all summer, all winter long. I'll let the fall leaves set. I gather them up, and my neighbor gives me his, and then I mulch it with that in the spring. And this garlic is really good looking garlic. So I'm probably a third of the way through harvesting everything. Actually, a lot of really nice garlic. As you can see, this bed here is probably 2/3 done. That bed there I hadn't started on yet. But this garlic That garlic is downright amazing. And most of it, well, out there's that's a fluke. That in there's huge. For the most part, though, they all look really good. And that in there's pretty nice too. Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with this little one. Then there is some that I left in a little bit long. I could have probably pulled this a week ago and been okay. This one here, as you can see, it started busting out. That's because it was in there too long. This would have started growing. Every one of those cloves would have started growing more garlic, which would have been fine, but they would have been smaller. You'd have had 8 or 10 small garlics instead of one nice one. We can just eat it right away. So I need to get back to it and finish harvesting. Most of it's looking good. There is a few right here. Right here's a couple small ones right there. They are. Yeah, see that there's little. There's nothing wrong with that though. That'll still be good garlic. There's nothing wrong with that garlic at all. Most of it's looking really good. So we'll see. Longer than I expected, but it's done now. We had a really nice garlic harvest this year. Probably the best we've ever had. All in all, most of these heads are like this. And that is huge. And we have some small ones. And we have some that's broke, some that's kind of weird, but that's all good. One thing we did really grow good this year is our dandelions. Look at some of the roots on them. One thing we can grow around here is weeds. If you want to call them weeds, I need to get them out of here. I need to get this bed cleaned up. It's tomorrow evening. I'd like to put a cover crop of some sort in here before nature takes over. I'm not real sure what I want to put in. Probably some sorghum, maybe some clover, maybe field peas, maybe just sunflowers. I'm not real sure yet. But one thing I want to show you all one thing I want to show everybody before we go up to get this prepped to cure is some of this elephant garlic. I don't know. I've never grown elephant garlic before, but I thought it would have been bigger than that. Not that that's not a big garlic clove. We grew 6 or 8 of these. We didn't have too many of them, maybe 10 at the most. But it's got these little weird looking things on the ends. I assume these will grow garlic too. So this fall, I'm going to plant these. It's the next day. I didn't quite get all of them gathered up from out of the field on Friday, so today is Saturday evening after the farmer's market. I got the rest of them gathered up. And if you ever wondered what about 800 garlics look like, that's what 800 garlics look like. So the reason they're in three different stacks is because we have those 2 stacks are like that because I don't have room for both of them on the same table. So that stack right there and all these to this box that way are from garlic that we've saved seed out of for years. Stack right here, I got these seeds from Edible Acres. They're his hardneck variety, Sean's hardneck variety. And then this variety right here is from Edible Acres also. It is their elephant garlic variety. And we will probably be saving all this for seed for next year, all of this. So the garlic that we have about 800 heads here roughly, give or take. This fall, I'd like to plant maybe 1,200 of them, maybe. So that being said, we're going to have to save all of The ones that's like this will be saved for seed. And we'll probably need, there's about 7 or 8 cloves in each head. So we'll have to save, we'll need about 200 heads. Should give us, 200 heads should give us plenty of seed. So I'll probably save about 250 just so I have plenty. And then the rest we will, we'll keep a fair bit for ourselves, then we'll sell the rest. So anyhow, that's this for now. For now, we're just going to store all this garlic in here just like it is. Let it dry out a little bit. We won't let it completely dry out. In a couple of days, in a few days, we'll come back through here and we'll take these and we'll cut them off to about right there somewhere. Maybe trim the hair off, the roots off the top. Maybe we won't. And then we'll get them ready to cure the rest of the way. But right now, I'm just going to let them dry out. Probably half of them laid down in the field overnight and today to dry out, and they actually dried down pretty good like that. I should have left more of them down there. I've thought about letting them all down there and letting them dry out for a couple of days, but by the time I do that, it rained, so I didn't want to do that. So we usually let them dry off in here. In a few days, come back and I'll make a part 2. This will be part 1. I'll make a part 2 of this video on curing your garlic, getting it ready for long storage. So come back in a few days and see how we finish this project up. And we'll show you how we do it, and then we'll show you which ones we're going to save and whatnot. So roughly 300 heads probably should give us about 240, easy for you to think. 300 garlic heads should give us about, sorry, there's a dead mouse over there. Let me start this whole sentence over again. 300 heads should give us, no,